SV Decals, legendary ska singer Derek Morgan has shared the story of his relationship with his daughter, Queen Ifrica, including their initial connection when she reached adulthood and later falling out over his booking fee for a Rebel Salute performance. During an exclusive interview with Dancehall Mag, Morgan, 85, revealed that he first heard that he had a daughter through his good friend, Hopeton Lewis, a reggae singer and promoter.
Allegation you hear my daughter Ifrica saying about me, my fans, nothing like that. She's a damn liar. I met her the first time at a stage show that I was going in Montego Bay. She was in her late 20s, have 2 kids already. I am a blind man. I never see her. I don't know her. When she came, I never see her face. I'm fully blind at that time.
So,
Right now, I don't even know what she look like.
just a song.
It's just a song for all the fathers them who show them kids. That's what she said. That's why she wrote the song. And I get to understand it's not even she wrote the song.
So,
The man who produced the song let me know is him produce it and him write it.
I was going to do a show in Montego Bay and I came to the city, and that is how I first met her in 1995. Hopeton Lewis used to tell me, say, "Boy Derek, you have a daughter who come on me shop all the while. I know of the girl, but I never met her," Morgan said. The Blazing Fire singer said that he had a one-night stand with Ifrica's mother, who later showed up at his house claiming to be pregnant. Is a one-time ting that? One lick, and then about 6 weeks or 7 weeks, she come by, come tell me, say she pregnant in my runner, say she a joker, the jovial octogenarian said. She went away and went to Montego Bay Hills with her. Ifrica went to Hopeton Lewis's shop and said her father named Derek Morgan, and that's how Hopeton heard about it, Morgan added. Ifrica, who would have been around 22 years old in 1995, made allegations of rape against her father Derek Morgan during an Instagram live stream.
Remember now, I'm a father, don't. So, from my father, I said, build me, I go build, don't. And, they then, once and once pass through and them leave and thing, and, the hours now, like, I got one room and a one bed. So, in the hours, I go to bed. I go lay down upon the bed. My father never go to bed, never ready to go to bed yet. And the next thing I wake up to in the hours is with my father. I penetrate me. I wake up in the hours to my father trying to penetrate me sexually. Hold me down in the bed and have sex with me and tell me, say, him wife now have no sex with him, so him have to do it with me. Now you understand, Daddy don't touch me there. I'm gonna tell on you one day, I swear. Can't you see I'm scared? You're supposed to be my father, though.
Daddy, don't touch me there. I'm gonna tell on you one day, I swear. Can't you see I'm scared? You're supposed.
The 48-year-old singer, whose real name is Ventress Morgan, explained that after she grew up without knowing Morgan due to her mother's efforts to keep them apart, she sought a connection with him. She recounted spending time with Morgan during his visits to Jamaica and alleged that the incident occurred during a sleepover in Kingston, just as she was getting to know singer and Rebel Salute founder Tony Rebel. The two broke up in 2021 after 23 years together. During her live video, Ifrica claimed that the alleged experience inspired her activism for abuse survivors and, according to her, was also one source of inspiration for the 2009 song Daddy, which spoke out against sexual assault. Morgan and his family vehemently denied the allegations, pointing out that the singer is visually impaired and physically disabled. They have since retained attorney-at-law Charles Gangasingh to pursue legal action against Ifrica. It hurts me because a lot of media picked it up and they bashed me as a rapist. Them thing to hurt me, man, Morgan told Dancehall Mag.
So it wasn't even Queen Ifrica
It
wrote
was
the
not
song?
her song. Him only asked her to sing the song.
This act never happened. Her story don't add up. And according to Morgan, he first met Ifrica when she was about 22 years old. He recalled staying at a hotel in Montego Bay when Queen Ifrica first showed up. The security called me and say my daughter is here to see me, and if him must send her up. And I said, hold on, I'm sending someone down. And me cousin go down and say, she look like me mother, and decide to take her up the stairs to me.
After Queen Ifrica uploaded the video to her Instagram page, the comments in her comment section, they were mixed. Some persons were showing her support, others admired her bravery, but there was this particular person who claims that he is her brother. His name is Courtney Morgan. This is what he had to say. Except she was never violated by my father. I don't know why she keeps saying that. She never grew up with my dad. My dad met her as a woman with 2 children. When she met my dad, he was already almost 100% blind with neurological issues that impaired his movements. Remember, she also said she was raped by her stepfather, several women, and other family members. That's a lot of raping for a grown woman. Someone responded to that comment by tagging him and saying, that's a lot of for a grown woman. I understand wanting to defend your father, but don't make ignorant and downright stupid comments like that. It is quite common for victims to be victimized more than once by more than one perpetrator. Predators know who to target. Her brother came back and tagged someone. He said, think about it. She said her stepdad and other women her. She met my dad after those traumatic events as an adult with 2 kids. My dad can't see or walk. So after all those traumatic events, you end up in bed with my dad and his friend who slept head to toe on the bed. My dad have never been accused or did any such atrocities to anybody but Ifrica. That's some delusional crap. Then she came to my sister the other day and said she was molested by my nephew in his bed that she was sleeping in. If you know anything about psychiatric patients, you will understand exactly what I'm saying. Someone responded to him and said, if you know anything about sexual assault victims and the way sexual predators work, you would understand what I'm saying. Just because someone was never accused, it doesn't mean they never committed an act. This is especially true when we talk about sexual violence. Most victims never come forward. Someone tagged her brother and said, I believe her. Her brother responded to that person by saying, you need to believe her for all her other rapings too. Her stepdad, several women, other family members. These are all the things she said happened to her. You need to learn about human behavior that are psychologically impaired. Imagine someone accusing you of atrocities you never committed. Person come back and say, yes, she's telling the truth. The brother responded, yes, her truth, not the truth. The brother left another comment. It reads, but I hate when people lie to complete their agenda. That's what Ifrica is doing. Also, a sexual predator has repeated events, not one event. My dad has many daughters that grew up with him. She never knew my dad. She literally met him about 3 times since meeting him as an adult. He's partially paralyzed from waist down and totally blind by the time she first met him. For him to do what she alleged, she literally have to pick up his private part to insert into her. She is delusional and needs to stop with her antics. Somebody come and tag the brother and say, you were never molested by your dad. please feel free to speak for yourself. You have also never been a psychiatric patient. Much respect to you and your family members. I think you should sit this one out though. The brother come back and say, you know that's my sister, right? It is my business to be involved because I actually know what went on in her life and her mental issues. I've been dealing with this with her for years. I'm not the one to be sitting it out. Everybody else does. She has been becoming a loose cannon for a while. Everyone in the family been trying to talk to her. And I'm not just talking about what she said about my father, but a lot of other things too. By the way, I'm a medical doctor and I have dealt with many psychiatric patients and their illnesses. The girl come back and say, thus me saying sit this one out. This particular utterance, we may have the best intentions for our loved ones, however, it's her trauma. You can only speak for yourself. You never touched her. There is such much one can never know, even about the ones we hold dear to us and respect. Let God be the judge for her and her dad. The brother come back and say, are you mentally challenged too? You people are surely judgmental. You should concentrate on your own family with its own problems. You're sick to even make any type of comments. I understand, but my dad is blind and partially paralyzed for years, even before he met her. I cannot sit back and have her demonize him in his old age after building such a prestigious career and doing so much for many people throughout his life. I just can't allow her lies to propagate without being checked. He continued by saying she's crying out for help, but she refuses to listen. You guys don't know how many people reached out to her. Her creating lies doesn't help her, and you guys are encouraging her lies. Shake my head. Somebody come and tag the brother and say, all more reason for him to rape her because he never looked at her as a daughter. Some men who are rapists will everyone but their kids they raised. So stop turning a blind eye to what her truth is and don't be ignorant. You may not know that side of your father, but she does. Her brother responded to that person by saying, you are out of line. Watch your words. They could get you in trouble you can't get out of. Don't be an obtuse individual. You need to sit out of people's business. It's hard communicating with illiterate people. There you have it, Massive. You've heard Queen Ifrica's side as well as her brother's side of the story. So that's it for today, Massive. Montana, big up on a nice clean self.
Daddy, don't touch me there. I'm gonna tell on you one day, I swear. Can't you see I'm scared? You're supposed to be my father. Every day I wonder why my daddy had to be the one to take away my innocence. Oh, sometimes I wanna die. It feels like no one cares for me, and it's every day.